Just in the food industry. So it's about how animals are used for our food, how they're treated along the way. I'm wondering if, like, you would say you're against animal abuse. Yeah. Do you think you can be against animal abuse but still buy meat and dairy and fish?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Like mass-produced.
Yeah.
Because they always put like free range of them. I didn't know actually it's free range.
Well, they're still killed, aren't they? They're still sent to a slaughterhouse. I wouldn't want to be sent to a slaughterhouse. Have you ever considered not funding it? Not paying for it 3 times a day?
To be fair, I don't really.
It's an option, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't need these animals for our survival.
Yeah.
That's actually what we do. We don't pay for animal products. We buy plant-based products that don't involve this kind of suffering and cruelty. So have you heard of being vegan before? So these are actually people who pretend to be the slaughterhouse workers, activists. Well, it's from a documentary called Dominion, but there's also a lot of footage from this Australian activist group called the Farm Transparency Project. They have to break into these places, and they're actually, sometimes they're arrested for just showing the public what actually goes on in their food, which, I don't know, I think that's kind of messed up because they're just trying to tell people, like what we're doing here, we're just trying to tell people what's involved in the food that they eat. You think you ever would become vegan?
Yeah, I think I could.
Yeah, I could, but not right now. It's like my family, like they.
If I lived on my own.
Yeah, if I lived on my own.
Yeah. Some of it is just replacing the animal ingredient with a plant-based alternative.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought the same thing. I actually thought to myself, I could never be a vegan. I could never become a vegan. Yeah. And it wasn't as hard as I thought.
Yeah.
It was actually easier than I thought. And if you have the right reason...
That's vegetarian. Curries and lentils and whatnot.
Exactly. Even if you want to eat the same foods you used to eat, you can.
Yeah.
You just find the alternative.
Yeah.
Like, we wanted cooking cream. We just went in the shop, and right next to the cream that would have been from a cow, there's one made from like chickpeas or oats or something, and it's the same price. We just buy that one. It's literally moving across, buying that one instead. Buying the oat milk instead of the cow milk.
Yeah.
The cows will really thank you for that, you know? They really are grateful when you don't exploit them for your food. Yeah. And here's some more information. There's some inspiring speeches on there. If you go onto Google, you put in Challenge 22. It's a 22-day challenge that you can take. You get put in a group, you get given a mentor that can help you through this, because we understand it can be a bit challenging for people, especially if your family isn't vegan, which most of us, our families aren't vegan. They help you through the transition process. By the end of it, if you want, you can stop, but you can also just continue, you can carry on. So thanks so much for your time today. Thank you.